Hey, I'm DJ.
I'm Taylor.
And we're the Fiix.
So on Tuesday we released our LP and it was released onto iTunes, Amazon, it's actually on Spotify, and then we have physical copies of the CD that you can get as well that we're actually selling out.
It's a very interesting question. Actually, the type of music we have is a mix between rock, hip-hop, even has some EDM elements in it, but what we've categorized it as is pop. Pop.
So okay, for this album, our greatest influences, I would say, stylistically, I would say are like Linkin Park and kind of the Eminems of the world. Very much so. Yeah. And then we picked up just like different EDM techniques from like Avicii and Calvin Harris, just kind of like cool synth kind of stuff that we really like. We just kind of threw that in there too. So.
Yeah.
When I got the wealth, not on shelf, you can't fathom. My brain's handsome. Welcome to the new anthem. Welcome to the new anthem.
Fine, he sold lots of records. I'm totally cool with it.
They're great
compared to
Macklemore. I mean, I think it's like a Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, but if Ryan Lewis was more of a frontman too, like an equal kind of fronting, you know, because Macklemore's kind of the one out on stage, and I think we're both together, just kind of front. So
you're a true unit.
We are definitely a true unit. We do. We co-write all of our songs, so we sit down together and we look at all our music, and if there's something we're like, oh, I don't like that, or something I can add better, or something that we like a little bit better, we'll tell each other, and that's how we come up with the greatness that is the lyrics.
The writing process is definitely longer that way, but in the end, I think we both agree that this song is just so much better than where it was at the beginning.
The more quality product.
How you gonna call yourself a man? Truth is you'll always be a kiss like forever and never land. I stop and stare for a second as your name crosses my phone, and even though I don't pick up, we both know I'm wishing you were home. You're tearing out our everything. My world is crashing down again. My heart for you is crumbling, but I'll turn around and love you, forgetting all those times alone. Promises that
playing drums for the Fiix is awesome. I mean, you guys have great songs, talented raps, talented vocals. It's really cool. The songs have some really good messages too. Really deep messages that me personally I can connect to. So the songs actually mean things to me versus just, it's a cool band to play for.
I got hope and I'm hoping you fix my broken heart, cause when it fell apart didn't think it would ever restart again. I'm wishing one more time to call you my friend. Is this the end or is it the rebirth of us starting again? You're tearing out our everything.
We recorded it at Reamp Recording Studios in Anaheim. Really awesome place with a great producer, Daniel Martin. I think we can't really say that we made this album without him, because Daniel's definitely the third member of the Fiix.
Huge part of
the third unknown member of the Fiix, and he's definitely just helped create that visceral sound that we didn't expect to make a year ago.
Maybe I was holding on, hoping.
That was a big crowd. That was definitely interesting. Getting to graduating was one thing on its own, just because it was a big thing, and it was kind of weird being because I was so focused on this whole CD thing that graduation just kind of came out of nowhere. Kind of a tough thing to deal with, but good. It's good because this whole music thing is kind of taking off as I'm getting out of high school, so everything's kind of happening at the perfect time.
I got kicked out of my high school halfway through my senior year, so I went to a continuation school. Very bad point in my life. And so my graduation was in a parking lot outside my school, while his was in a football field. And you got to sing in front of sing in front of 3,000 people, and I got to hear traffic. So very different graduation experiences. But I honestly, DJ got to sing at his graduation, and I got a little emotional. Yeah, a little emotional.
An emotional day, yeah.
Teach you what it means to start again.
Basically, all the songs that we have written are something inspired by our own life experiences. We never write something that, it's just, we don't write something just to write it. It's something that means something to us. It's something that just comes from our heart. So like the song we have Never Make It Home, it's about like how I used to struggle with like drug addiction, how I used to struggle with all these things, and like that's what let me get kicked out of high school and stuff. So
Today when I'm looking in the mirror, there's two guys I see. One looks like me, the other I used to be. Could he ever go back to the man he was then? Could he give it all up and start over again? Where skin and bone collided, where the walls were meant divided. I'm just afraid to find myself again.
but that song's also about like hope, how I kind of turned it around. So we have a lot of really hard subjects to be tackled in our music, but also a lot of kind of hope, and we spin it in a positive light. We don't want our music to be depressing. We want it to make you kind of sad, I guess, like make you sad and kind of like think about the issues. But at the end of the day, you're like, oh man, like that's really cool. You overcame this, and it gets you thinking about it in a positive way and how to overcome these things.
Saying take one hit, it'll be okay. So I'll burn the glass and rotate the piece. Feel the surge, what a sweet release. My friend's gone now. Hope she don't come back.
Yeah, we have this thing called Positive Controversy. Is what it's called. Really, the whole idea of the CD is we're bringing out these topics that are there. Like the title of the CD is "If the Walls Could Speak," and it's to say that everything is broad. Like it's there. It's everything that we see. It's not like we're there that these topics are invisible to us. It's just these are raw topics that everyone knows about that we just kind of avoid because we don't want to be part of it. And so the whole idea is not to say whether something is good or bad. It's just to have controversy, to have people talk. It's all about causing conversation, I mean, if you look deep enough into our lyrics, you'll see that we all have our own side on, how we believe a certain situation should be, but it's not what we're trying to do here. It's all just simply about getting people to think, because we've just realized so much in our generation today, things just happen and we're trending, and that, you just go with the flow of things, and we don't, reason's not always the answer these days. Like, I mean, music is just that universal language that everyone can get into, and so both of us, we love all types of music. I mean, we love listening to our hip hop and everything, and we don't mind that. But when it comes to things lyrically, and we realize what people are saying in songs, and realizing that our generation follows that because they're the big influences of today, that's where we're trying to come in. Is create music that people are going to still enjoy, yet at the same time they're going to be kind of questioning, the topics of the songs and being like, is this what's behind this?
I'm hoping you could see just what I'm made of, but seeing me is what I'm so afraid of. I'm trying hard to beat the beast, but you to me is everything, while seeing me is what I'm so afraid of. There's no denying these feelings I have are here to stay, but I'd be lying if I said I'm not scared, but it's okay. I keep trying to tell you in words I cannot say, hoping when you uncover the truth that you would stay. So I try to form the syllables to tell you how I feel, wondering if my fantasy breathe life to become real. My lips.
So we had Vita and we had Fiix EPK who were performing tonight, and they're both awesome bands, and I'm really stoked they came out tonight. Vito's actually just on, they just killed it. Fiix EPK is getting ready to come out right now. So yeah, killed it as well. I'm really excited.
She was calling out last night with unsewn wrists and her fingers tied, painting pictures with a third hand. She was begging me to make it stop, but I could never really change this.
I think the thing is, we're not labeled as Christian musicians. We are Christian musicians. We're not known for making Christian music. We're not making worship music or anything here. But people will know us as Christians based on our lifestyles outside of our music. But we're here to make music just to change lives, whether it's in a spiritual way or not.
You're breaking down, hope was never found. You were written by your mistakes. You're designed for life, but corrupt by lies. Branded with a guilty name. So this is our exodus, our evidence. This is why we build it back again. This is where the fixing starts, and this is where the breaking ends. And tonight you'll find a way to tear down the walls.